let's begin. Last month, we came across a very interesting inscription of Ibrahim Quli Qutb Shah. Now, this inscription we found in the Koilkonda Fort of modern-day Mahbubnagar district in Telangana. This is a very significant inscription. This is in Telugu and outside the gates of the Koilkonda Fort. This inscription was first deciphered by the Department of Archaeology in the Nizam's government, and Director Ghulam Yazdani was responsible for translating this 104-line inscription talking about the ascension of Ibrahim Quli Qutb Shah. To understand the context of this inscription, we have to understand medieval Qutb Shahi politics and medieval propaganda. We have to look back 8 years from the date of this inscription, which is 1551 Common Era. In the year 1543, Sultan Quli Qutb al-Mulk, the founder of the Qutb Shahi Empire, was assassinated in his morning prayers in the very mosque he built in the Koilkonda Fort. The assassin was supposedly sent by his eldest son, Jamshed Quli, who was in his 60s and really could not see his father on the throne for long. As soon as Jamshed murdered his father, he had imprisoned all of his brothers, blinded some of them, and killed the troublemakers. Of all 14 of his brothers, he managed to imprison, execute, or blind 13 of them, while one escaped. The one who escaped was living in the fort of Devarkonda in modern-day Mahbubnagar. His name was Ibrahim Quli. Ibrahim, on the news of the death of his father and the betrayal of his brother, managed to run to Vijayanagara, and he took refuge with Alia Ramaraya in Hampi. This inscription talks about the allegiance of the garrison of Koilkonda to Ibrahim Quli in his fight for his throne. In the year 1550, Jamshed Quli died of cancer, just 7 years after taking the throne from his father forcefully. After Jamshed's death, Jamshed's young child, Subhan Quli, was coronated. But as soon as Ibrahim heard the news of the death of his brother Jamshed in Koilkonda, he marched back to Koilkonda and took the throne for himself. This inscription falls between these events of the death of Jamshed and the conquest of Ibrahim in Koilkonda. The people of Koilkonda, including the ones who wear arms, meaning soldiers, and the common folk, pledged their allegiance to Ibrahim Quli Qutb Shah, and it is noted in this inscription in Telugu. It has 3 sides consisting of 104 lines, and it talks about Hasan Miya and Piru Miya, who took these pledge of allegiance from the people of Koilkonda and recorded it in stone. We will put the translation of this entire 104-line text in the end of this video, but the rough summary of this is that the people of Koilkonda pledged allegiance to Hazrat Malik Ibrahim Quli Qutb Shah Waliya, meaning Awliya, and they also pledge their honor and they would only rest until the Sultan gets his throne. The inscription also says that anyone who breaks this pledge of allegiance, if he was a Hindu, then it would have been equivalent of killing 100 Brahmins and several cows on the ghats of Varanasi, or if it was a Muslim, then it would have been equal to slaughtering pigs in the haram. The inscription also goes on to mention that any Muslim deserting this pledge of allegiance would also invoke the sin of being involved in the death of Imam Hussain. Here is the text of the inscription for you to read.